Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm Rosalie.
And I'm Shorty.
And this is Skate Sunday. Thanks for joining us.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
How you been?
Shorty, it's really sad that people don't know that, like, we're nearing our season's end.
They didn't know, but now they do.
No, I know, but that's what I'm saying. They're going to be sad. So this is us telling you.
Don't be sad, okay? We prioritize our mental health and our space to need to progress and work on things and focus on the future.
Yes.
So do what you will with those feelings, but I got no space for it, okay?
Mental health is wealth, right?
Yes.
Should we be sad, Shorty?
I mean, I'm sad that we're not going to be recording on a regular basis like we have been because it's an excuse for you to hang out with me and come to my house and stuff.
Yeah.
But I really value alone time. I really value honoring that I need breaks from things and I need to assess the work that we've done and maybe see what we need to work on for the future to make it better. And I think that we're benefiting everybody by honoring ourselves in that way. We're not doing anyone any favors by pressuring ourselves to continue this on a weekly basis.
Mm-hmm.
But it is going to be a 10 episode first season?
Yeah. It's going to be a 10 episode first season, and I feel personally proud of what we've done.
Me too.
There's still going to be 2 more episodes. We're just letting you know now that we are going to be ending soon. We want to give you good shit to listen to and to watch. So if you appreciate that, then fucking get off our backs, man.
Give us a break, man.
God, why are you so obsessed with me? You want to hear my podcast?
And we do have some exciting things that we're working on. We're not wasting your time but not showing up.
This is just the beginning.
Stickers,
the trial run,
possible merch on the way.
We love you guys. We love this podcast, but we're gonna get back to skating, and then we have more stories to tell you, huh?
Right. And everybody, my Moxies are back in a commission.
Scary Shorty on the way. Boop, 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 boop.
Thank you to Rozy for restoring my Moxies and making them safe to skate again. Yeah. I destroyed them, so
good.
Thank you.
Good. That means I just get to restore them again. What's our main topic for today, Shorty?
Our main topic for today is non-aggressive skating. These knees could never,
ever, but never.
Knowing your body, knowing when to skate less aggressively.
And knowing your limits. Knowing your limits and honoring your body and listening to yourself, I feel has been our theme for this whole entire podcast, to be honest. And how do you think that ties into our main topic?
I think it ties in because I would rather not see people hurt themselves. And I have skated with a lot of people that have experienced really difficult injuries to come back from. And I truly believe that you shouldn't push yourself to the point where you are going to end up hurting yourself. And it's a matter of honoring yourself and loving yourself and recognizing hey, maybe I don't need to do a million spins. Maybe I don't need to do a backflip off of a ramp to feel like a validated, skilled skater. It still requires a lot of skill to skate miles. It still requires a lot of skill to be able to balance for hours at a time without doing the high impact type of skating. So that's what I think it is. And I just went on forever and ever.
Rush? No,
just
but why?
Cut it.
No, don't rush. I was just smiling because I was oh, look at you. You rushed to end it, but no, keep going. I'm sorry.
The face you made. I was does it suck? Don't identify with the types of skaters that I like being pushed out of your comfort zone, but I do not appreciate being pushed out of my safety comfort zone. If I feel like I'm in a headspace where I know where my safety lies and I know where my boundaries lie skating, and someone is trying to push me outside of that, that triggers anxiety in me and almost makes me feel not good enough that I need to level up to that standard when my body is physically telling me that I can't be there right now.
And that doesn't make you any less of a skater.
Fear is a gift. Fear is a fucking gift to remind you of it. It literally is your instinct to prevent you from hurting yourself and dying.
Yeah. From danger. Yeah.
Don't ignore it. I don't think that you should give in to fear, but I do believe that you should acknowledge it and know, hey, this is an unsafe situation, and maybe I should reevaluate this and not let this person who is on a whole nother level of skating dictate where I should be at, because only I know where I am at. Okay?
Yeah.
You can tell me nothing.
Fuck. Who gonna check you, boo?
Who gonna check me, boo?
We have a special guest. I know I say that about everybody, but this is okay. Listen, this is a special guest.
This is a special guest.
Close to our heart.
Close to my heart, especially.
Yes.
Held my hand down my first drop in ever.
We got Fran in the building.
Fran!
Welcome, Fran. Welcome.
Hi.
Hi. I did hold your hand. I remember that day.
Yes.
The good old days, pre-Rona.
The good old days.
The pre-Rona days.
We had no idea what was coming.
No.
But we were out there skating, you know, and I think it was like maybe my first time meeting you in person.
Probably.
I think it was.
Actually,
I followed you for quite some time, and I also followed the other Ariel, and you guys were very close.
yeah, it's all melded together because that was like the very beginning.
Mm-hmm.
There wasn't like this big boom of like skaters yet in South Florida. Well, there were, but there wasn't like this post-pandemic sort of like roller skate craze that we have now. But yeah, it's all melded together. So I don't remember if it was that day, but good times. Good times.
So thank you for that. Conquered my fear of dropping in, and now I'm just going nuts.
I need to go back to the park.
So for those that don't know who you are you? Introduce yourself.
I am Frances. A lot of you will know me by Franister. Some of my closest friends call me Fran. And my pronouns are she, her, hers.
Wait, hold on. I need to know, what is this Coqui doing all the way over there in California? I need to know.
I asked
what is this Coqui doing?
I know.
Over there?
This Cookie's not liking it. Cookie needs its humidity. Cookie, you know, I always like joke that I am a lizard. I am a lizard. Like, I don't like the cold. I need the sun. I need to like sunbathe. I need humidity. I need salt. And here I am in California. And then I do not move to the coast because the coast is expensive. So I'm like in the mountains now. And it's so weird. But as soon as I get a job, everything will be perfect.
If I only had a job.
So if you're out there in Cali hiring.
Yeah, shoot my way. Send me a gig. Send me something.
So why'd you leave?
Why'd you leave us?
How dare you?
Why did you leave us?
Well,
wait, no.
Why did you leave me?
Why did you gotta ask it like a middle schooler? Just like, why'd you decide to leave us? Do you not like us anymore?
I thought we
I
were
love
friends.
you and I miss
friends.
you. See? I thought, my friends. We are friends. We are friends. We are friends. We are friends. I love you guys and I miss you dearly. But honestly, it's just like work opportunities. Florida wasn't providing anymore. I know we don't talk a lot about like our personal life when we're out skating or just like having fun and fuck everything. But I worked in the yachting industry and the yachting industry is very small. So like after a while, you know everyone that's in it, you know who you want to work for, who do you don't want to work for or with. And with the pandemic, everything was just like, you know, shit changed. And it was like we either stay here and keep idling our way through everything, or we move and see if we find something else in the West Coast. It had nothing to do with skating. It was just like, you know, if I can try and make a living with any creative outlet other than skating, like my art, that'd be great. So I gave it a shot, and here we are. And now Florida is just as expensive as California. So
Exactly.
it's like
100%.
Nice seeing you,
and
though.
we drink.
And we sit because we just paid rent.
That's
And we're hurting.
So are you saying that you didn't move to California to like just for the skate scene?
I did not. I did not. And with the change has been so hard in so many ways. And I'm not sure if I'm ready to talk about it, but the move was a little bit traumatic in many ways. And of course I did not move for the skating thing, but
It's a plus, right?
it is a plus. It is a plus. And I appreciate the people that I do know through the skate scene, because otherwise I'd be, you know, friendless, or like my circle of friends would be like maybe just me and my husband and maybe one extra friend. So it's great because there is a skate community, and I haven't been out because, you know, with the move and all that, like my mental health has been like sort of in the dumps. So it's been hard to kind of get out of that slump. And that's mostly also the reason why I've been so quiet on social media as well. Just taking time for myself and sort of like deal with the adjusting to move out here. So I haven't been out as much. Like the first time that I've been like out and like just like to the wall, like, yeah, was like when you guys came.
Yes. So for you guys that don't know, we had the Cali trip, and if you're listening in order, you'll know this, but if you're not listening in order, then there was a California trip, which a lot of skaters from Florida went over to California just to check out the skate scene and see what it's like. And we got to meet up with Fran and
Shorty, I missed you.
I know. It was hard for me not to be there, but you know, I just got a new gig myself, so I have to keep this block down. But I do want to say, I really thank you for being honest about what you've gone through, because there's nothing more admirable to me than people that can just be like if you're like, how are you? And you're just like, I'm a fucking mess. But you know, that's fine. But I would rather you be, you know, it's nice to be honest about how you feel and know that there's space somewhere for people to accept hey, you know, we're all there sometimes and there's no reason to be fake about it, or you know, I think that excessive positivity can be just as toxic. So thank you for that.
Yes. There is such a thing as toxic positivity, and honestly, because I don't want to be a hypocrite, that's sort of why I stopped posting and just took a break, because it's I don't feel like it. I don't feel bubbly. I don't feel happy. I don't feel any of that stuff that you usually see on my, you know, Instagram. So it's just I sort of need a break. I need a break.
Good.
And I am better.
You deserve it.
I've been sort of, yes, thank you.
You do.
I've been sort of getting back into I kind of slacking on the distance department, but I am sort of easing my way back into my exercise routine. So I'm just getting strong again.
Didn't you skate 2,000 miles in a year?
Yeah.
I think you don't have to go so hard with the distance.
I did not. I did not make it to 2,000. It was just over 1,600.
Wow.
That's still ridiculous. And amazing that you were able to do that. So I think it's okay that you're not really killing it with the distance like you used to.
Yeah, take it easy on my friend Fran. Take it easy on her. I want to add to what you were saying a little bit. I feel like when you have a huge fucking following. Let me just say that right now. Like, you have a big following.
We're scared.
And it's like, I feel like, and I don't know if this is true, but this is from what I'm seeing, like outside looking in, you know, that people feel entitled to knowing like what the fuck is Fran up to, you know, like what they feel
Right.
like they need, like they're owed, you know, like an explanation. And like, you should never fucking like feel like you owe people anything, which I know, you know, but it's just like, just in case you needed to hear it again, like you don't owe any one single person an explanation of anything,
Absolutely.
you know?
Yeah.
Like,
Thank you for that. It's
Take it
hard to
easy.
navigate. It's hard to find that balance between like how much of my life do I share. And I was talking about this when I got in my interview with Fritzies just before, like they hadn't selected the team yet, so we were just talking about you know, how I'd never been sponsored by anyone or any brand or anything like that. And she asked me like, how do you feel about something like that? I'm like, well, I don't know, because like everything that I post on social media, it's me. Like, I'm not pretending to be someone else. I'm not doing a clicky dance or anything like that. What you're seeing is, it's just me.
Yeah.
So the fact that these brands does not connect with like the genuine me is just like, there's something wrong with me. Like,
No, it's
Wow.
because you're being genuine.
Yeah.
It's because you're being
Does Fran
authentic.
have imposter syndrome?
yes, imposter syndrome for
Fran?
fucking ever.
Fran? No, not Fran. Not Fran.
Never.
No, I'm shook.
Because we all
And
got
we
it.
Right
drink.
here, we all have it.
And we drink. Yes.
You have it. We all have it.
Yes, we all have it to different degrees.
Right.
Yeah.
So for some people, it's crippling. I don't want to say it's crippling to me, even though it does get hard sometimes outside of the skate world and outside of like all that stuff, your regular life. But yeah, imposter syndrome is a real thing, just those feelings of just not being good enough or just not being enough in general. And it's hard because it's just like, what am I doing wrong? Or what am I doing that's not attracting like these brands that I've been using and tagging and it was, and again, not that we need the recognition, but it validates so much to finally like feel recognized for something that's not very big out there. Like I think I don't know any other distance skater, like or primarily distance skater that is sponsored.
You're a distance skater? Is that what you like to do, distance?
I am mostly that. Yes. I think, when I first strapped on my skates back in 2011, it was for Derby. I saw a Derby flyer. I think that's how like Shorty and I sort of like, I was like, yay, Derby girls, I love you. But like when I rediscovered quads, it was just like, I just want to roll on the streets. Like I have wheels on my feet. Just roll. Just go. But it was also Ed, my partner, he's into mountain biking, and sometimes he would go out to trails in the middle of Florida. I'm like, well, Florida's flat. Well, he goes on the trail. Maybe I can find a flat spot to roll on. And actually, some of like the best trails in the middle of Florida that I found had been because he actually mountain biked somewhere nearby. And I was just like, oh, let me just check out this trail.
Yeah, you discovered trails down here that I'd never heard of.
Yeah.
At all.
There's
and it's
so
just
many.
from going.
Yeah.
You need to go and see it and map it out.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, pretty much.
What was it about
suck,
aggressive skating that made you lead towards more of a non-aggressive skater style? Like, was it like an injury or like a scare?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much. I broke my tibia and my fibula while on a derby bout back in, I wasn't even a year into doing roller derby. And there was this girl on the track who got spooked and she fell on purpose, legs first, and hit me, clipped our wheels as I was falling backwards. I couldn't unclip my wheels from hers, and my leg just kept turning and turning until my bone just went snap.
That's fucking gross.
And we drank.
And we drank. All right.
And we drank. So after that, it was just like, I don't know if you've ever like injured yourself, but after you injure yourself, especially if you spent most of, because I think I started derby when I was 29. How old was I in 2011? I'm old. Let's not talk about that.
It's all good. It's all good.
Don't worry about
when
it.
you
Mind your
started derby. Yeah, mind your fucking business. Age to perfection.
Yes,
just like wine, and we drink.
and we drink. And we drink. So if you spend most of your life not injured and then you injure yourself, it's just like this realization that you're not unbreakable, that you're not invincible, that you will break. And I became a completely different skater. And when people ask me, like, how do you get over the fear of an injury? I just go like, well, there's no really getting over. It's more of like acceptance. It's accepting that you are a different skater than what you were. Because it doesn't matter if you're like, well, I don't care about that. Or if you say, I don't care about that, there'll always be that like lingering thought of like, I broke.
That type of injury is traumatizing.
Yeah.
Well, it is.
How long was the recovery?
Well, I had to have surgery. I still have a rod and 4 screws on my left leg.
Wow. I had no idea.
Yeah. I do not beep at the airport, by the way. That's a question I always get asked. And I cannot tell the weather either. I can go, oh, does it hurt when it's going to bad to rain?
Do you get better reception?
Nope. None of that. I don't remember. I think it was maybe, I was back on my feet maybe 2 months after. But I wasn't cleared to get hit until like 5 months later, because they stabilized the tibia, which is the weight-bearing bone, just your main bone inside your leg. But the fibula, which is like the little side bone, was like snapped and separated. So that needed to like fuse again and heal before I was cleared for impact to go back to derby.
Damn.
So it took a long time. Honestly, the worst part about like the whole injury wasn't even the break. It was just a fucking like recovery. Like your leg does these weird things at night when you're sleeping, like the nerves or whatever just starts jumping. And because it's not entirely healed, you're like, recovery is the worst. I don't wish an injury recovery on anyone, no matter how much I hate them.
Okay, I need to shake it out.
Yeah, getting the heebie-jeebies. Still skating over 1,000 miles in a year. You came back. Distance is not easy by any means. That's endurance on its own.
Yeah, you don't realize that until, because it's all I know. Not all I know, but it's most of what I know. And I don't realize how hard it is until I go with other people who are not used to doing it.
How do you like brief? How do you brief when you're on breathe? How do you brief? How you brief? How you brief when you do those trails? I feel like when I try trails, I'm like, I can't brief. I cannot brief.
I can't brief.
I can't brief. How you brief? Like, how do you start? If like you wanted to get into distance skating, which I do, like I want to get into trail skating. In my mind, I'm like, I'm Fran. Like that's like in my head. I'm Fran. I could do anything. I want to get into some trail skating. Like, what are some tips that you have to like jumpstart yourself? Because I try, but I'm like, I can't breathe.
That is a great question, and I think there's parts to it. Yeah. So first thing, start small. Like a lot of people see me like doing 8-10 miles and they're like, I want to do that. And I'm like, no, like they miss the part where like I started at 3. And when I first started doing like distance, I was like doing between 2 and 3 miles. And I was sort of combining it with like cross training. I actually do like this 80s video workout.
Hey,
My like,
let's
it's like my, yes. I'll give you a clip if you want to include it. It's hilarious.
I would love that.
Have you seen that movie with like Jamie Lee Curtis just going like, or the scene, not the movie, with like John Travolta?
Oh my god,
staring at each other. Are you kidding me?
I was like, I feel like my young baby eyes saw that. And John, let me tell you about John Travolta. Just sidetrack here.
Go ahead. No,
John Travolta was my first crush in Greece.
Oh
like Danny Zuko.
Oh my god,
my type. Is the 80s.
Is that what people think the roller skating community is?
80s workouts.
Just a bunch of hot people like skating.
I mean, it works.
I'm not mad about it.
Does a job. Anywho, find back to what we were talking about.
Yes. Go.
Find some other activity to complement your skating, right? Because skating alone is great, but if you cross train, is like if you do weights or if you do extra cardio on the side, or whatever it is that you do, even if it's another sport, it'll work on your stamina. And then once you're sort of into the groove of like doing distance, and maybe Shorty will sort of think that this happened to her too, but like find your rhythm. And this, it's what it's called. I believe it's called cadence. It's like when you get into a groove, but it's rhythmic. Mm-hmm. So it is like a rhythm that you have to keep. It's like music. Like you have to keep that rhythm. You have to keep that beat, because otherwise everything goes to shit. Yeah. So with distance, it's sort of that. You want to get into that groove. You want to get into that rhythm. It helps when you're listening to music and there's this song that's like, just like you, as you stride, the song is just like on beat. And you're just like, so when you find that, and you'll feel it, like your body just goes into, okay, this is great. Like I can just keep going on this beat. And you can, once you get to that point, you can just keep going forever. Mm-hmm. There were times in South Florida where I would get to that point and it was just like, okay, like there was one time I was like, okay, I could keep going, but I am at 27 miles. I am severely dehydrated. My camel bag was empty. It was over 100 degrees. I'm like, okay, it's time to go home, man. It's like, it's time to go home. We were not prepared for this, but your body goes to that point where you're just like, I just want to keep going. You also have to be careful. Just, when to stop.
I can totally attest to that though, because there was a point in my skating where I was doing a lot of distance as well, because I was skating alone a lot, and that's the safest to me because you're moving. Mm-hmm. And so there was a point where I was also like, wow, I just skated 25 miles and I feel like I could literally keep going, but I need to stop. But there's a point where, like, a body in motion does stay in motion. So you keep doing these distance things, like you will add and add and add and add mileage every time you go. But there's also like a threshold you got to break during those skates, because like there's times where like, man, I'm like so sore, I need to like and then once I'm warmed up like an hour in, I'm like, I can never stop now. Like I'm just I broke past the like tired stage to where I'm just like a little Energizer bunny. And it does, it's a practice. Yeah,
it is definitely. Like sometimes I'm like 2 miles in and I'm like, damn, I'm tired. I gotta go home. This is not cool. I want to stop. And then, push through that. And then you're like, yeah, let's do it. Let's keep it going. Why I said that you probably like, Jesus Christ. Why does my brain do this? Why I said that you might be identified with this, because that's how I finished my 27-5 in Derby.
Yep. Exactly.
That's how I was. Look, Rozy, I don't know if you know this, but like in like basic like skills or whatever rec,
it used to be a requirement for you to play,
like training
to make team. Yes, yeah. You had to do 27 laps around the track in 5 minutes. Yeah,
5 minutes. 27
minutes. So
laps
it's
in the
27
full
laps.
track.
And everybody thinks like, oh, that's easy. No,
No,
fuck
it's
no.
not.
That's fucking hard.
funny.
It was actually 25 and then bitches leveled up and it's like, no, it's going to be 27.
But it's gone now, thank God. But
Yeah.
they finally got rid of it.
Yeah.
But
So,
it was probably one of the hardest things that like it
Yeah.
was the one thing that kept so many people from passing their skills assessment was the
Yeah.
27 and 5, Cece included, my Derby wife, shout out.
it was, Cece. Fuck.
But it really was. And like when you think about it, 27 and 5 can only be accomplished if you are skating every stride and crossovering every, like you need
every
to be
single
sprinting the whole
even
time.
even
no
on the
rest
straightaways
is the only way to do it.
you had to do the diamond.
Yep.
So you had to hit like all of the outer edges on it, even on the straightaway, so that you could like keep doing crossovers. But the reason why I mentioned that is because I would, and this is key, it's not only finding that rhythm, but your breath, like the breath work. So I would go like, I would inhale every couple of steps and then exhale every couple of steps. Inhale every couple of steps and exhale every couple of steps. And that's actually finding that rhythm between my breath and my stride sort of helped me accomplish like the 27 and 5. Same with distance skating.
Yeah, it's like a yoga breath. Like you got to learn how to control your breath with the body movement. For sure.
That's
Whenever you think that you're like, you're like running out of breath, try to stabilize it. Try to find a rhythm to your breath as well.
My mind is literally blown. The woman was too stunned to speak. Like, too stunned. Honestly, like I do find that like for me, like I noticed that randomly it mainly happens in the park because you're just like all the time. That I'm like, when did I like breathe last? I'm like, I was holding my breath the whole time. Like, So I thought I that's wild. Oh my God. I've never even thought about breath work and skating.
Yeah. The park is different though. The park is like,
because there's impact. So you're preparing for a little impact too. That breathing.
Also the park is like a HIIT workout. You know, the HII, I don't know. That's,
I know you
like
mean
that's the
high
park.
intensity,
Because you're like, because you're like going at it and then you're like, and then you go at it again and then you're like, and that shit, it's great. It's great. It's great. Like if you can park skate and then do distance and then you're like, that's amazing. But like distance skating is true cardio. It's true cardio. So you just have to find that rhythm. So I believe that it is easier in a sense, but that's because that's what I know. It comes natural to me. Some people might go like, fuck no, I'll do the park. I can't do distance and I get it. But yeah, the skate park is a little bit different. Like try to do a bowl a couple of times. It's just like, ugh.
So I wanted to ask you, because you always have like your whole little pack with you, your backpack, your camo pack, your speaker. Like what is your distance skate survival pack? What do you need on you when you go skate long distances?
Well, it depends on how long I intend to go on that day, but stuff that's always on my bag, of course. That backpack that you're talking about is, I believe the capacity is 3 liters. So I always make, if it's really long, I'll fill up the whole thing, the whole bladder. That's what it's called. A lumbar bladder or whatever the fuck.
It's okay.
So I fill out the whole thing, especially in Florida because it's fucking hot. Yeah. And then I would like get 2 little like bottles and put them inside because it has a zipper. So I'd get an extra 2 bottles of water on there. If I was doing anything like over 20 miles, I would typically have enough because I didn't want to like run out of water like that time that I just spoke about a few minutes ago. But that's, and then some snacks. And these are like endurance snacks. So I like, this is something I learned from my partner as well, because he's a mountain biker and he does like long distances. There's this like goo energy gels and shit like that that'll give you like caffeine bursts or like,
Okay.
Or like, So I would do those little guys and then like nutritional bars or granola or like a sandwich and shit like that. Your tools, your skate tools. If a toe stop flies out or a wheel flies out, you're 20 miles in and you still have 20 miles to go back. That's no fun. That's no fun. And then pepper spray. And one of those little things that if you like take out, pepper spray. You take out like a little plug and it just starts going.
Oh, the birdies.
Alerts,
Yeah.
and it alerts the banshees that you're in distress. And they'll come and rescue you.
So tools, snacks, self-defense, weapons.
Weapons.
And water.
And water.
Well, and you've seen the speaker, music.
And the speaker or headphones or entertainment.
Yeah, but if you're in the middle of nowhere in a trail in Florida, which was the case during a lot of the times that I went out there, it's just great to not have any music on sometimes and just silence.
I prefer no headphones if you're on an area that's like busy with cars and stuff. That's always.
Yeah. I never use headphones when I'm street skating.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't trust
Never.
I'm learning so much. This is so great. Is this a podcast just for me to learn more about roller skating? No, that's awesome though. Like I really admire the way that you trail skate, and you know, the fact that you even share that with us is great. You know, it's just like a glimpse of your life and how you live life on your 8 wheels, you know? So it's beautiful. Like I love seeing it. And I hope that everyone else, and as you can see, everyone else does too. So
like the messages that I get from people that have been sick or have a disability, but somehow they live through it through my videos. It's something that I never thought when I started doing this that would have that sort of impact on people's lives. And sometimes it just like reassures me, you're doing the right thing, even if you're not feeling it, even if you're not feeling like posting as much because, you know, you yourself have certain things that are not great at the moment. It's just like, damn, like, I don't think about 50K, whatever people, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't think that there's that much reach. And then you get messages like that and you're like, shit. But it is rewarding. You know, it's great to know that you've had such an impact on people, even if you don't feel like you're doing much. Yeah. So
it is relaxing to see your videos and like to see that you actually do find a therapeutic. I'm trying to say this in
it's
the best
like
way.
Leisure skating.
Yeah,
it is
like
non-aggressive.
You're enjoying yourself while you're skating. And I love to see that. Like I love to watch that. And when you share that with us, it feels special because it's like you're taking a moment, like it feels like we're watching someone who is free right now, like no cares in the world, just hightailing it. Like you're doing an activity that's very strenuous. You know, you're doing trail skating, these crazy, insane amount of miles, but it's like,
right. You know, there's a lot of skaters that want to get into skating, but they don't want to do the roller derby, get beat up. They don't want to go on a ramp and get hurt. Yeah. Like, you know, it's nice to have an influence of someone that is a non-aggressive skater, because there's a lot of people out there that are just like, these knees could never. I could never get my body to just like be super high intensity all the time. And it's nice that there's
options.
There's a role model.
I feel like,
for that.
in my opinion, I feel like you really show like how you don't have to be like fucking backflipping off a thing like on skate,
or even looking amazing and throwing like 1,000 spins on skate.
Mm-hmm.
No,
I suck at spins. Spins are my nemesis. I fucking hate
She's
spins.
mad at the spins, guys, okay? Don't talk about it.
I hate rotation.
Don't ask her to spin.
360s and spins. I hate them. I hate them. I hate them. Fuck.
That's the best.
Those fuckers are hard.
They are.
I was going to ask what was the most challenging skill to unlock, but clearly.
Oh, wait. Finish your thought. Finish your thought. You were going to say, like, I hate them, but.
They humble you.
Yes.
They humble you. I think it has to do with, like, my injury also being, like, a rotation. It was a spiral fracture. It happened because my leg, like, kept rotating, but the foot kept still. So like rotations in my head are just like,
Big trauma. Yeah.
like, yeah, my brain just doesn't want to deal with them. And I have to push through to like actually try 360s, for example. Once you start, like, once your muscles develop for like with distance skating and the other cross training that we talked about earlier, even if it's an 80s workout, like,
Yes.
push it, keep going, all that stuff, like the muscles on your legs, like the amount of like other shit that you'll be able to do dance wise, like jam skating. Like people tell me like my knees, my knees, my knees. And of course, like I'm hitting the big 4 this year. So my knees are just like, they start screaming quite quickly. But once your muscles around them like get strong enough, you'll be amazed at how much more you can do, even though your knees are not where they need to be.
It's true.
So it all comes full circle.
It seems so simple. Like it seems like you're going straight for what, like 20 miles, 20 something miles, but like actually trying to do it, I'm like, after like at Hollywood Beach, I'd be like, I'm dying. I can't breathe.
But that's another, like, there's so many people down there. There's like,
yeah,
you feel like you're watched, you know, you
Yeah.
got to go to those quiet places
like the trails
where you can
do.
focus.
Yeah.
I think that was sort of like, well, pre-pandemic. After the pandemic, it was so anxiety-inducing. But pre-pandemic, when the boardwalk was really packed with people, it was so much fun to weave my way through the crowd. I think that was the derby girl in me. Yeah, I think that was the derby girl in me, just like juking people.
Mhm.
So yeah, I think that was part of the fun of Hollywood Beach for me. It was just like, ooh, people, obstacles. Yay!
Yeah, I love that too. I like freaking people out. They're just like, oh,
It's just another way of also, yes, it's also, yes, like, but it's also like another way of like honing in your skills.
yeah,
Like you're dodging people. You're like, yes, you're like breaking like super quick, like stopping and whatnot. And you know, once you take that to the streets, it's invaluable. It's just like, you know, some people see it as an obstacle. I see it as an opportunity.
yes.
Now we drink.
Beautiful. And now we drink.
Did you learn how to skate when you moved here to Florida, or was it back in Puerto Rico?
It was back in Puerto Rico. I skated when I was little. Like I was a very active kid. My parents got me skates when I was younger, so I skated a bit. It wasn't an obsession like it is right now, but I did skate, so I had that background, and I tried inlines for a bit. But in terms of like basic skills and all of that, I did learn most of it while doing derby. And then I broke my leg, and then I needed to finish my thesis. So skating sort of like I need to go to a drawer for a bit while I finish life. And it wasn't until end of 2018, 2019 where I said, like, I'm going to make this, like, I'm going to make a conscious effort to get good at this. And that's when I started like polishing a ton of shit. But also like I was overweight. Well, not overweight, but to me, I felt like I was not at the weight that I wanted to be. I felt sluggish. I felt heavy. And I know this is not like trigger warning. You know, body dysmorphia is not something cool. But I felt like I wanted to do something to feel better about myself. And I started doing my exercises, and I said, I want to do something fun as well. I don't want it to be exercising for the sake of exercising. I want to complement it with something I love. And skating helped a lot in that sense.
So currently, what is your skate setup at this time? What are you rocking?
So it's funny because I change them up depending on my mood that day. But if, like, you know how colors represent your mood?
If all of your pairs were hanging off a cliff, which one would you reach for right now?
Oh my God. I guess my flanners, because those bitches are expensive.
Yeah. I mean, we're looking for a job. We're totally understandable.
I guess those. I mean, I do love my jacks though. My lollies are like my babies. They were the first skates that, well, leisure skates that I got because my first ones were the 265s from Rydell for Derby. Haha.
What's your perfect setup though in your mind? Like that you could like if you wanted like your perfect dream setup, what is it?
So I am actually working on it right now. I am dead set on the 336s from Rydell.
Yes.
A custom
Gorgeous.
set. Yes, a custom set. I am debating if I want like a completely neutral setup, like Keon's. You know how she has like the whole like tan sort of thing. Not that exact color, because of course Rydell's and those are Harleys. Or if I want like a Kim Wong with like neutral, but like a purple color in the tongue. I don't know if you've seen her Harleys.
Oh, I love that idea.
They are beautiful, beautiful. So I don't know yet colors, but 336s. I wanted the roll line dance plates, but that is not an in-stock plate. That is a sort of like a special order. So I'm either getting the Mistral or the Arius plate. Then I'm topping it off with some Roller Bones Elite. I'm maybe putting in some Derby Laces Sparks because those are my favorite. I don't like the solid colors. I like the sparkly ones.
I love them too, but I always break them.
What?
The sparkles?
Yeah,
The sparkles are so stiff and hard though. Like, how do you do that?
I fall so much that like
Savage.
literally I just rip the laces
I don't
off
think
my
you know
skates.
scary
Like,
Shorty.
I am scary.
Yeah, I know.
So I switched
have
to the
a
wax
few-
ones, but I still use the Derby laces. I love that brand for sure.
Yeah, they're amazing. So yeah, I think the 336s, and I need to order them by April 1st. So I need to get a move on. I have a month. And also like the longer I take, the longer it'll take to get to me. So I really want those babies. They're going to be my jam setup though. Like,
Yes, those are the ones you baby for sure.
Yeah.
yes. So I am definitely focusing my energy this year on getting distance because I want to get to the $100 mile but I want like a good dance setup. And I think that's going to be my babies. Yes.
Love
Those
that.
are your baby builds. Everyone has a baby build. I'm convinced. I'm convinced everyone has a baby build. Yeah.
So this Fritzy sponsorship, babe.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah, congrats. You're getting paid, man.
She's getting paid.
Sponsored.
That's not how roller skating sponsorships work.
Oh no.
Yes.
I use my toe stop once. Need a new one. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Right?
No,
we could all dream.
We of course get discounts. We get a skate setup, which is why I'm going to be able to afford a custom 336.
Yeah.
It's funny because last year while I was in Florida, I was also unemployed. Last year, I don't know, like these years with the pandemic, I don't even know what year was it, but the year I got my jacks, I was also unemployed, and I got those as a gift from UI because I completed the 1,000 miles that year.
Yeah, you did. Congratulations.
They got an amazing deal. Yes, they got an amazing deal on them somewhere. I don't know if it was eBay or the marketplace or whatnot. And they sent me the boot. Like they dyed them navy and they sent me the boot. And that's why I went with the Sunlights. You guys spoke about that because they are affordable. And then this year, I'm getting unemployed. And I got
we call it transitioning.
So we're transitioning between jobs.
In a transition period, career-wise, and it's none of your business.
Yeah.
And I get the sponsorship and I get my new pair of skates. I feel like the universe is telling me something like, bitch, why are you looking for a job? Just skate. The universe provides. I just find it funny how the years that I haven't been able to afford skates, somehow they find me.
That's so true.
And I just realized that while we were talking about this.
Yeah. I hope some skates find me. Find me skates.
Find me.
I would love some Harleys, a custom. I'm just saying.
Oh, the Harleys, they're so beautiful.
Yeah,
they're so beautiful.
Gorgina.
But like you have to go there. Yeah, they'll make like a mold of your foot or some.
Take your deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to Like I want some Cinderella situation where it's like a prince with my foot molding it and
Mold
If
my
they find
foot,
yours-
the
please.
perfect dimensions.
Please, I need every curve of my foot. Yeah, please.
Every curve of my foot. If they find your skates, they'll be able to make a clone out of you.
Yo, Harley,
Oh my
Harley
God,
got some
scary.
like information, bro. Like they got your whole foot, the
Yeah.
print of your foot.
They're making a double of your foot
Ah.
mold. Like
This was
I wonder if
Francis Ortiz's foot. This is exactly
Her foot
exact replica
of her foot.
of a foot.
Of her foot. But yeah, yeah, I mean, I don't know if I'll ever. I'm not gonna say no. I will. Harleys will find me. I'm just
There we
declaring
go.
it
Put
now.
that shit out. Put
Put
that
it out
shit
there.
out. Put that shit out in the air.
Harleys will find
Yo.
me.
What is next for you, Fran? Like, what is next?
Good question. I don't know. Like, I don't know. It's a year of transition for me, like a heavy duty transition. I know for a fact that I want to do those 100 miles. So that is something that I'm sure of. Like, I want to push for that. I'm probably going to go for 50 first and then see if I can double that. So skate wise, I think that's where I want to go. I want to get spins. I know I hate rotations, but
you
spins,
got
like,
it.
I keep saying this like every year. Like, mind you, I have gone better at spins. I'm just not there yet. So spins. And then I guess what's next? I don't know. Get the fuck out of this funk, this slump. Want to feel better about myself, which I am slowly getting there. Therapy helps, guys.
Yes,
Therapy
yes,
helps
it does. Yeah.
to us. And I just want to, and I'm putting it out there too here in the podcast. I'm going to be making something meaningful that provides, that supports me
Yes.
and supports
You
my
are.
dreams aside
Yes.
from professional life.
Hell yeah. What do you do?
I have a master's in architecture.
Okay. Wait, say that with your chest though. Like,
I have a master's in architecture.
That's
There we
right,
go.
baby.
and you like do art too though.
Yes, I do. And I created a little Insta account with a humble 150 followers. That's called Close Friends. I wish I could take credit for that handle, but that credit goes to, I guess, Melissa.
Close friends.
I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna use that someday, and I
Close
did, and that's my art account.
I can't believe you just teased that you're making something. You're not gonna tell us.
What do you mean I'm making something?
You said you're gonna make something meaningful and that it's gonna support you.
I will. I love illustrating. And I am working on a project with a dear friend where I'm illustrating a children's book. But that's about like the entire thing that I could say. Yeah.
That's it. That's all you. Oh my
That's beautiful. Okay, well, let us know when there.
Yes,
if
thank
you
you.
need, if you want to come back and talk about it, please reach out.
Yeah, you don't have to say much now, but later.
Yeah, later.
Later.
I will. But yeah, that's
You can have a spot on our shelf.
Yeah, we're renting out cubes.
Yeah, if anybody wants to rent out a
I'll
cube,
send you guys some
or
art.
something.
Let me know. Let me know what you want. I'll send you guys some art.
Yeah,
Oh, I would
send us
love
art.
that.
Yeah,
I'll
send
do.
us art.
I'll do it. I'll
Okay,
do it.
Bet.
I'll do it.
Yeah, I have your shirts, your t-shirts. I have your stickers.
Oh, my
Would love some
sticker.
art.
I need to revive it. I need to
Definitely.
revive it.
Well, we gotta send you one
Our
of these.
sticker.
Yes.
Have you seen?
Yes. Yeah, well, I've seen the art. I hadn't seen those sprinkles. Yes, please. Also, you know how like these talk shows, like late night talk. Remember Howard Stern?
Yeah.
You know how he had the guy to the side with like a mug of like tea or coffee or whatever, and he would just like go. Can I be that third person with you
Yes,
guys?
of
Yeah.
course.
Like,
But you have to move back.
That would
But
mean
you have to
you
come
have
back
to
to
move
Florida,
back
like,
here.
right now.
Because you have to be here for call time. You can't. This is a professional set. Like, it looks like Shorty's home, but let me tell
It's
you,
not. We're in a studio.
we got studio assistants. No, I'm just kidding. There's no one here. Just kidding. There's a big guy hulking person here.
I don't need
Who
a
better have my
platform.
fucking liquid death by the time we're done.
Johnny,
That's why there's a link.
Johnny, bring me my wine, Johnny.
I could pre-record myself just going, and then you can have me in a little square somewhere. I don't want to end.
It. I know.
This is the first.
It's so fun.
FaceTime.
Is there anything that you want to just say, like put out there? Like, doesn't have to mean anything to anyone, but just you want to say it.
Be yourself. Stop trying to imitate what other people are doing. Enjoy your ride as genuine and as authentic as you can be without. I know imitation is, it's the sincerest form of flattery or whatever the fuck they say, cliche bullshit. But I guess just try to be yourself. Don't try to be anyone else. Don't try to be something that you're not. Everything that you do it from your heart. Do it authentically and do it with real passionate joy for what you're doing and what you're creating and what you bring to the table, rather than trying to regurgitate whatever other people are doing or saying. I think those are the accounts that I'm most drawn to, and those are the people, I don't want to say accounts, that's Instagram bullshit. The people that I'm most drawn to are that.
Yes. Preach.
Yes.
Preach.
Yes. Be yourself. Thank you so much again for joining us and, just being you. Like, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. I think what you guys are doing is amazing. I hope you don't stop. I know this is like every other subject. It's a finite subject, but I hope you don't stop. I hope you still find ways of like engaging with the community and bringing people over. And if we have to do it over again, we'll do it over again and talk about something else. Maybe skating over 40, maybe we'll do this again in a year. It's like over 40 and you're still doing distance. Yeah.
40 where?
All I'm hearing is that
40 where?
Yeah, all I'm hearing is you want to join our Skate Sunday team. That's all I'm hearing. I'm just hearing you want to be a Skate Sunday intern. That's all I'm hearing.
I want to be a comeback. Yeah.
Yes, of course you're coming.
You're absolutely invited back.
Yeah, of course you're invited back.
I am turning 40 this year, and I want to put that out there too, because everybody fucking thinks I'm a youngie, and I am at heart. But I do turn 40 this year.
You don't look a day over 21.
Not a day.
Not a day over 21.
And if I can be doing distance at 40, you can too. You can fucking roller skate at 40.
Yes, and then we drink.
And then we sip.
And then we drink.
Lace up, bitches.
Oh,
so if people want to find you, where can they find you?
They can find me on Instagram at Franister. That will be forever and ever and ever my handle because it's just ingrained into me. We're one now. And my art account is Close Frans with an A. Frans. You want to find me, Franister and Close Frans. Those are my two accounts.
It was such a good time talking to Fran.
I know. Did it make you sad to say bye to your little Cali girl?
Yeah, twice. My little cookie all the way across in California. Yo, it was dry as fuck. I just came back from California. I was on the Cali trip.
Mm-hmm. I was not, clearly.
Clearly. But I did miss you the whole time, Shorty.
It's fine.
I did miss you.
It's
Everyone was like, "Oh my God, Rozy, where's Shorty?"
Y'all didn't buy my ticket. No, I'm just kidding. I just wanted her to come back and be like, everybody was asking about you.
Exactly.
That's all.
Big flex. So, okay, Shorty. So now you have to tell me what it was like not having me in your life for like a week.
I mean, it was okay because like you restored my moxies for me.
Yes.
So I jumped immediately into a ramp and a bowl.
Yes. That's how we handle our feelings. That's how we handle our feelings. That's how we process shit.
And I went skating with our girly darlings.
Yeah,
and some other of our friends at a local skate park. And Scary Shorty's back.
Scary Shorty is on the loose. I repeat, Scary Shorty is on the loose. If you see Scary Shorty,
hide your husbands, hide your wives, hide your sisters.
Did you get one gasp?
Yeah.
What happened?
Well,
what happened?
We posted those clips from Hollywood Beach, and
yes.
like I lost a toe stop at that skate.
Yes.
And then one of my grindstone toe stops just fused in
to your plate. Yeah.
So I had this is how reckless Shorty is. I had one grindstone toe stop, tiny as fuck, and then a giant gumball on the other foot. Until someone around had like a tool that could help me get it out. So Dallas had a tool and I got it off. But I was skating with like uneven toe stops. And then just like I didn't even bring the correct wheels either. So I had to go home and come back. Mm-hmm. But I think I created that situation. Like I was like too scared to skate. So I unintentionally made it so that I forgot this. I didn't have the right toe stops. I didn't do this. So I can't go hard. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that inner saboteur.
I am a self-sabotager. 100% am a self-sabotager. And I did it.
You did it.
I did it. But I went back with the proper shit.
So, okay. So you're saying I went to California and I said, hold it down, Shorty.
And I didn't.
Relax, Shorty.
And I didn't.
Have a vacation, Shorty.
Nope.
And then you were like, let's fucking go.
Let's
go. Like, you did not give one fuck.
No. I was like, my emergency contact is gone. I don't even care.
My emergency contact is gone.
She's on the other side of the country.
Lord.
But whatever, I got health insurance now, so whatever.
Did you have fun?
See me in the ER.
Did you have fun?
I did. But I feel weird without you. You're my like social crutch. I don't know if you realize that.
But you can you agree that like having friends but having fun without your friends is okay, is healthy?
It's so okay.
It's fine, right?
Yeah.
We're friends. We're close friends. We're besties.
And you came back and told me all the stories.
But you didn't let it cripple you. You weren't like, I'm not going to skate if Rozy doesn't skate. Like,
bitch,
let you try to stop me.
Bitch.
Who gonna check you, boo? I'm so glad to hear that you're back on ramps and you're out here doing the damn thing. And you're Scary Shorty's out, everyone. Watch out. Hide your kids. Hide your wife. Hide your husbands. Hide your dog.
And I'm so proud of my Rozy for being Hollywood.
I was in Hollywood. I went to Estro Den.
She was at the Estro Den.
I was at Estro Den.
She had my shirt on too.
And I did. I had your shirt on.
My shirt on while you were.
It really felt like we were in skate heaven at Estro Den. It's like we all look up to Estro. Mm-hmm. So to be there was like incredible. That just means we have to do California again.
Yeah.
That's all that means.
Agree. Bring me this time.
That's all the time we have for today. I'm Rosalie.
And I'm Shorty.
And if you're looking for me, you can find me at Rolling with Rozy.
And if you're looking for me, you can find me at Hey Shorty with 3 Y's and 2 underscores.
And if you're looking for both of us, you can find us at
Skate
Sundae. Thanks for watching and listening. Bye.
Bye.
Dum dum dum. Dum dum dum. Ba-da-dum dum dum. Bum bum bum. If you guys hate that, let me know.
No, we're ending it like that this time. Just one episode.